I don't remember where we're at in this mission at all. I have no idea what's going on. We have 3 turns to set 2 more spaces on fire. That seems like a super doable goal. I also probably should turn the game capture on to Into the Breach. That's also thankfully a very doable goal. We can absolutely make that happen. And now you can see the gameplay. The future is now. This fucker just doing 1 damage there. Oh, cursor like that? Okay. Escape. No, that's not gonna work. Fuck. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do the mouse again. It'll be fine. This is gonna be a short stream today anyway, because I'm starting late. I could bind it to right click as well. That seems to cancel most stuff. I don't know. But, let's see. We got a gastropod here. That is doing what? Ah, you're pulling me? Okay, you're pulling me. I couldn't tell because I thought that this bud was over here. So you're not taking any damage. I remember this being a doozy of a turn, and I had to stop all of a sudden. So this might take a while. Right, you're pulling this. You're shooting up here. So we're trying to stop 1 damage here. You're webbed, but I'm not that... Well, 1 damage and getting set on fire would be pretty bad. I guess I should be worried about that. I don't know, I do have you for repairing, so it could be less disastrous. But yeah, I've got these 2. I gotta remember the double, that passive here, the double damage. Or not double damage, but +1 damage that enemy Vec do to each other. You're doing 1. You're stuck there and also getting blasted by the gastropod if you don't move. You're doing 1 to this building if I'm not careful. You're doing 1 here. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. There's 3 buildings being targeted by 3 different creatures. We could save the buildings, right? That seems totally doable. Maybe, actually. It's a tough position. This just needs to be right here. You can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't move far enough down. You could pull the scarab if I'm willing to just throw your life away, which I don't think I am. Why did I like the idea? I feel like I remember myself wanting to throw this back here, but it doesn't make too much sense right now. I guess it would deal a damage to it and set it on fire, which is nice, but it doesn't stop the threat. I could throw it this way, which still also doesn't stop the threat. It puts you here. I could throw you this way, which does stop you. So if I run you down here, you get set on fire. We stop the scarab. I run you down here. Shoot this tile, push the scorpion away. And then you have 4. What is this weapon? Artillery pull? Yeah. So you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and artillery pull this and accomplish nothing. Or, let's see, this would be pushed over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set yourself on fire and artillery pull this thing. Is that an answer? No, I think they have to be on the same tile to do that, don't they? No, you could be... here, maybe? No, I think you would have to be here as well. Shit. So is that where the problem arises? Those 2 running into each other? That doesn't seem so unsolvable. That seems manageable. Especially if I do this nerd last, so you run down here and repair one of them. I don't know, maybe that's too much. Oh, I think I neglected to stop this one in that scenario. Like, we stop you, we stop you, we stop you, but yeah, this one is still hitting a city. Okay. That's something to work on for sure. What am I doing here? I'm trying to imagine there being a clever way of dealing with this. Right, you could come shoot down here. Do you have building immunity? I think you do, actually. Yes, you do. So you could shoot right here. Oh, attack order, though. You do attack before that other one. Okay. Interesting. So you could run down here into the fire, shoot this tile. This gets pushed over, kills this one. So you're on fire. This scorpion is still here. So that's not great. Yeah. I'm not sure that's as helpful as it seems at first look. At first glance. I could push this down here so that this kills it first. And that would, I don't know, it would set some tiles on fire at least. You're just not in a great position to do, like, anything, unfortunately. Because of that damn web. You just being here stops this problem. Could I push you over 2 tiles somehow? I don't think so. It would be great if there was some way I could move this down a little further. Or do a few different things, really. I could move you here, shoot this tile, dealing a damage to the scarab and setting it on fire. The scarab dies. Okay. And that's a horrible plan, because what the hell else can I do then? I really think we may have to sacrifice this building, because if I'm blocking this thing with my judo mech, it just ends up in a fucking horrible location. I really don't think I want my judo mech to be right here. That seems like bad news to me. Scarab, alpha gastropod. I don't think there's any world where this thing manages to... Well, I mean, if it comes all the way down here, it can shoot this tile. That's interesting, actually. It wouldn't set you on fire. It would push this back a tile, though. So it has to walk 1 less. It can move 4 from there. And so it would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or... 1, 2... 3, 4. It could... it couldn't really survive a grapple. It would stop the armor damage and then just burn to death. Hey, yaoi. Gravity mech. I don't know, man. So pushing this over here does seem like a pretty nice play. I think, yeah, I think this building's gonna have to die, so if I do that... This is set up to die soon anyway. Push you over here, this dies. Run down here and throw this backwards. It's not dead, but it's close. You hit a building. We hate you for it. I wish you could walk through buildings, man. That would be so nice to be able to run down here and toss this way, but I'm not seeing that being super useful. Right, if we push you over here, you could also go 1, 2, 3, 4, but that's not helpful because you can't throw this backwards into a building. You could, however, pull this into the scorpion so that it doesn't attack here. That's not nothing. I think that's not good, though. Doesn't seem good. Yeah, I think in addition to not having this guy get pulled down here, the gastropod would get pulled to the building, I believe. It would destroy the building, we'd lose a grid power, and then the gastropod would be up here, which I think is a much more favorable position for it. We don't like it being in this corner behind these buildings. So I think that would be a good thing to get it moved up in that direction. So we're gonna I'm making the choice to give up on this gastropod. I think we run you down here into the fire, throw this backwards. Unless I can do it better with this. In which case, you know, that's fine as well. I could also throw you backwards, which would set this on fire, set the gastropod on fire, set it up to die soon, and then you would take no damage and shield the building. So I run you down here, throw this gastropod back. No. I think I have to do the alpha gastropod up here so that it doesn't kill my gravity mech. Yeah. So everything is going to be in danger and on fire and just generally sad. But I think it'll get the job done at least. I wish I could get my chair just the tiniest bit higher. Maybe if I put something on the armrest. Because it's like just below the point where like my armrest is down here and my desk is up here, so I can't... I don't know, I'd like my arm to be at a different angle. But enough about that. I could also just go down here. Instead of having this kill you, I go down here and push this into the ocean. But then we're taking another building damage. I don't want that. Having this thing on fire is very scary, but I think I'm going to do it. I think this is an incredibly dangerous play I'm going for here. But I'm making it happen. You're gonna burn this turn and then be set up. You know what? I think if I slam this, it prevents the tile under me from being caught on fire. Let me check. How am I... Oh, it's an artillery shot. I can't slam it. Fuck. Okay, right. No chance there. I could slam you into it. But that means giving up on stopping this building damage. This is incredibly dicey. I don't know about this shit at all. You hit this now. That doesn't work. That's a very, very, very bad turn I just did. Oh no. Okay, so that doesn't work fucking at all. How do I save this thing from getting destroyed? This is very bad. Nobody's AI yet. I don't want to be giving people up. You're doing a damage. You're doing a damage. You're doing a damage. Oof. I just don't have a good way to save this nerd from the gastropod without fucking everything else up. Who is my favorite pilot right now? You have no skills and low XP. No skills, but you're gonna level up soon, and then you're actually very nice. Hmm. 7 out of 25 XP. You're gonna take forever to actually be useful. I think I might be willing to just sacrifice you, although that seems very bad right now. You know, I could also pull this. I pull it to set it on fire. What does that really do for me, though? I don't think that's a good thing. I can kill this outright. If I run up here, I can blast this tile, pushing the scarab into the fire with 1 damage already on it. So the scarab can be killed in that way. Then I'm mostly just concerned about trying to keep this alive and stop this damage. I can stop that damage with my judo mech. And I could just let the gravity mech die. It's an option. It's not an option I like very much, but it is an option. I don't know. It's seeming less insane by the minute. Like this thing... Ooh, the passive goes down too, though, doesn't it? I bet that gets ruined. That would suck. How the hell could I possibly deal with this scarab without blowing up this friend? Maybe the scarab is the one we ignore. Maybe this one gets stopped? I mean, is there any way at all to save this, even if I'm just, like, recklessly throwing away everything else? The gravity mech? I guess. I guess I can, you know... Ooh, if I go right here, I can missile the scorpion into the gastropod. That's interesting. That kills the scorpion before it gets the gravity mech. Damages the gastropod, doesn't quite kill it. I could also go back here, fire at this spot, slam the gastropod into this. I can't quite go back and push the gastropod into the path of the alpha gastropod, blocking it. That would be super nice. Grab a unit. I could grab you. And throw you somewhere. That is interesting. I don't know how useful that would be. Let me look at that attack again. You throw it and it deals 1 damage on the tile where it lands. Yeah, so I think that sets the tile where it lands on fire as well. If we're just trying to push this down, where do I want you to get thrown to? I mean, I could throw it into a fire, but then it just dies. I still don't want to kill my units. This is a shame. It feels so close to being able to do something, but I'm just not there. I can lose a lot of grid power still. I can lose 4 grid power, which is more than is even being threatened this turn. So, like, that's kind of comforting, I guess. There's no way I can get you down far enough to throw this over here, unfortunately. Man, we're still on... I haven't taken a turn. We're over 20 minutes into the stream and I haven't taken a turn yet. Well, I kind of did, but then I reset it. I don't know if that counts. If I move you up here and I bonk you into the fire, you die. You are here now. The scarab is here, burning to death. You can move down here. Don't want to toss this. You could toss the gastropod. It would still survive with 1 HP, unfortunately, after burning. If you toss it back here, it survives with 1 HP after burning, but it just hits you. So I guess that's the better option, but this is still dying there. So if I sacrifice this, what do I get? I get you on fire, because I can pull you into the fire. You're dying. You're burning to death. This is dying. This is alive. This is not doing damage. This is not doing damage. So we take 1 grid damage and lose the gravity mech, basically. If I sacrifice the gravity mech, we only take 1 grid damage. Now, if I decide to save the gravity mech, how the fuck do I do that? That's probably going to be 2 grid damage. Take 1 grid damage to save a mech is probably worth it. We run you down here, throw the gastropod backwards. We run you out here, bomb this nerd into the fire. No. No, right. We've got to deal with the alpha gastropod. And I think the only remotely sensible way... Well, hold on. No, I can't reach this nerd to assault. So, I think you're the only one that can deal with the alpha gastropod, and the ways you can do so are pretty limited. Push into the ocean doesn't seem as nice as killing this and stopping a damage. So... I don't know, setting you on fire is very scary though. I must admit. And then if I set you on fire, what do I do with the scarab? What do I do with you? I guess just block this instead of blocking the scarab. What if I throw you back and then I hit you with something else? I don't think that makes sense. Like, at all. Is there any way I can throw this scarab down here without ruining the siege mech's life? Throw the scarab right here. You're on fire. Siege mech just goes here and pushes you into the ocean and we take the damage here. Maybe. Yo, Snake, thanks for the raid. Do appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, that's just death for anyone that gets hit by it. So pushing it in the ocean keeps the siege mech alive and not on fire. And then I can grab this, and then I guess these two would just get away with what they're doing. Pretty much. A scarab and a regular gastropod. The regular gastropod would move up here to be kind of in range of everything. You would take a damage, but then the scorpion would die on its own the next turn. Thank you for the sub, Anvar. Appreciate it. And then the problem with pushing this over here is that you're on fire then. But if this comes down this way, I could... Yeah, we're gonna throw it backwards. So you come down this way, you're close enough then that you could heal this the next turn. And this can also repair itself, if it's not too hairy next time around. So we run down here, throw you backwards, this thing is neutralized, it's not a problem anymore. This is also just neutralized by default if we're accepting a damage here. So that's 2 enemies down with just this running down here and throwing the gastropod backwards. And then you could move up here and throw this gastropod in the water. And then you can't do a goddamn thing. So we've just got the scarab and this gastropod doing damage to buildings. It seems like there has to be some way to avoid that, but I could be wrong. It's just that there's so many steps, I'm always like, let me do that again and change something. And there's like a million different ways you can do that. But I usually don't end up actually changing something, it's just hard to remember the entire plan at once. So I'm like, maybe there's something I missed, and then there wasn't. So this gets thrown back, this gets thrown in the ocean. Because the only other thing this judo mech can do is either block here, which seems not great, or it can throw this scarab here, which if it throws that scarab there, then the only thing this siege mech can do is push this in the ocean anyway. So, I mean, that's an option. Move the scarab here, and then you get caught on fire, though. I don't like you catching on fire. and then the scarab doesn't die. Yeah, that does seem worse. We're still on the first turn of the stream, because this is the run where I had to stop because my hand was hurting the other day. Yeah, I thought I was being clever. I was like, I'm just gonna bind escape to a foot pedal, and then I'll use escape when I need to press the B button, but that is not an option. So, I'm back to the mouse. These sneaky boogers got me bamboozled at every turn. So I am just gonna go for this, I think. I'm gonna throw you up there. Set you on fire real good. You're gonna do no damage to me and push me nowhere. And then you'll burn to death next turn. This building is dead. I am giving up on it. If I really hated myself, I could... Hold on. Sorry. No, you'll burn to death before that attacks if I push you backwards, so that's not a thing. Okay, I could also finish this thing off sooner if I... You know, I could move you here and then bomb here. Push this scorpion to the side. And then the pole nerd... The pole nerd could at least get out of the way and set the scarab on fire. Which is better than not setting the scarab on fire, probably. But no, then I'm not killing you, while I totally have the opportunity to kill you right now. Yeah, I think I would still rather kill the gastropod. So I'll do that. Goodbye, gastropod. Hello, another fire tile. You can't fucking do anything. Pull that mountain. Oof. And that's our turn, I guess. We're gonna take 2 damage. But all our mechs live. Nobody's on fire. Well, no, one of them is gonna be on fire still. But I can hopefully repair them. And make it less horrible. And then that fucker pulls itself into harm's way. How much you want to bet I could throw a Vec over the mountains over there? That was my Uncle Rico impression. I don't think I could do the voice. I don't know if that really came through. I tried my best though. You're gonna burn to death. You're not quite burning to death, but I'm sure you'll get there, buddy. All of you, you're doing nothing if I get out of the way. You are problematic though. I gotta deal with you for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this thing were not in the fucking way right now, I'd be able to just run up there and yeet the scorpion to a safe location. You knew it was an Uncle Rico voice the moment I said it was. That's reassuring. Thank you very much, Anvar. This really doesn't seem great, does it? So these two are burning to death. This is just targeting a tile I can move out of. You're also not targeting anything. It's just the scorpion I gotta deal with, and it's fucking walled off, so it's still annoying. I didn't know there was a Napoleon Dynamite TV series. That sounds like it would be very bad. Like, that's something that I would expect to be absolutely horrid. But if it wasn't, then I'm glad to hear it. I really don't want you to be set on fire, friend. I would like to... Oh, yeah, I do remember there being a cartoon, actually. I never watched it, but I remember seeing that existed. So if I set myself on fire, I move here, push the scorpion to the side. I don't think the scorpion gets set on fire. I think it gets pushed out of the fire before it gets a chance to burn. I wish I knew how that worked. I could move you up here to pull this into you, killing it. And then you could run up here and throw the scorpion. And I guess that would do it. I can push you somewhere. I really hate you, Alpha Scorpion. I'm contemplating... I think I'm gonna block this spawn tile with my siege mech, even though that seems very dangerous. Given how flammable this level, how everything is on fire, it'd make it impossible to put this on a fire tile next turn. But neutralizing a Vec before it spawns is really nice. And these guys are mostly dealt with already. I don't know, is there a better way to do this? That scorpion, man, it's ugly. It's really bad news. It's the biggest threat, like, easily. So we're gonna do that. Attack order. It doesn't happen before you pull something, but that doesn't matter because you're not gonna hit anything anyway. So we are killing this gastropod as well, which is a pretty nice perk of this solution, I think. Throw you back there. And then are you going to block a spawn? You know what? Maybe I would rather keep you not on fire and just push this scarab back into a fire so I don't have to deal with that scarab anymore. I could also fire right here. Do some damage to this gastropod. Then you take a damage though, which I still dislike quite a bit. So I guess I would move you back a little. Over here. And have you push the scarab into a fire. Get you out of the way of the gastropod. Alright. There's a lot of burning happening. I don't like having my judo mech still stuck back there. That really sucks. But this seems very manageable. I can just throw you with the judo mech and you're solved. And then I can move back here, shoot this tile, push you. Yeah. You're out of the way. Toss this nerd. And you please repair yourself. Thank you. Can't have you dying just yet. Alright, so we're still technically in it with the steel judoka. The 3 power is a bit worrying, but hey, I got 2 corporate rep finally. That's nice. New skill unlocked, +1 mech reactor. I definitely like that. Yes, please. And I think we've got to go for some grid power here. You've got power available to do what? An extra move could certainly be nice. We would have liked that last time. Extra health, very good as well. Fire does seem to be an issue at times. It would help you survive being thrown as well. I think I'm going to go for that extra move though. Extra moves are very nice. And then we've got no other upgrades to be made. Any power I want to shuffle around anywhere? I don't think so. Oh, and you like doubled your XP almost. I'm pretty sure you were at 7, so that's good, I guess. Yeah, the relic preserves, I would like to go for that, but I think right now we go for one of these. Kill at least 7 enemies and protect the power generator. Take less than 3 grid damage and protect the coal plant. Air support. Dude, this whole displacement team seems perfect for an air support map. I feel like that's a strong option here. I'm gonna go for that. Start mission. Alright, Judo Mech. I mean, you just get the heck in there, bud. Go beat him up. You stay back a little, maybe. You also could stay back a little, maybe. I don't see any reason for either of you to be directly in the fray. But also, there's this nasty split right here along the back ranks, where it'll be harder for them to move around, so they do have to stay pushed up a couple of tiles, unfortunately. Alright, these dummies are just ready to die. I appreciate that the AI is so horrible at recognizing air support. Definitely always appreciate that big time. You're doing nothing, you're doing nothing. This is spawning something, which I don't like a ton, but I can live with it. It seems entirely doable to push this to the side and then pull it into the air thing and be done with it. I could also push this to the side and then throw that into the air thing. But I like the Judo Mech running down to this spawn tile and probably being able to get to the Scorpion next turn. I don't know if blocking the spawn even makes sense here. We're killing so much, it might be better to let it spawn, so I'm not stuck blocking it turn after turn. Might be better to just get it out of the way. I also have the option to just use this to run down and pull this Scarab into here. That is one of the only things threatening a building. Like, you're threatening a building, who cares, you're gonna die. You're actually gonna do grid damage. So I do want you done for. I could also run over here and bonk you into this nerd. So you take 1 damage from the impact and 1 damage from the bonk. That leaves this not dying, and I want this dying. I don't know, I'm not sure I can deal with the Alpha Scorpion this turn and stop this Scarab from dealing damage, so I might have to give up on that little adventure. The Judo Mech is in a tough spot. It can't do a whole lot here. It can go further than I thought, actually. I could just throw this Scorpion into a corner here, and it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I think we throw the Scorpion in the corner, pull this into the air thing, and then just use you to shoot somebody. I don't really care too much who. We'll just see how that works out. Get tossed. Yeah, you can block. We're literally killing everything but 2 Scorpions. I will allow the spawn and preserve my HP. So you get down here and pull that fucker into the airstrike. You could set this to 1 HP. You could get this to 2 HP. And push the Judo Mech more back into the map area. You'd stay on this further back rank as well. This is the bigger threat for sure. So, you know what? I'll run you over here. We can do a little of that. Get a nice fire going. And into the turn there. Right, it didn't push you out. I don't know what I was thinking there, but... It okay. It's fine. That is delightful. You'll love to see it. I also couldn't help but notice that the XP from that was divided 3-3-2. So maybe this one is advancing slowest because they're in the final slot. That seems like a not great way for that to work. But it could be. Like, it could be that your third mech just gets the pilot fucked over. You can't throw either of these. This one's getting bombed. I can pull this thing. Oh wait, no, we just fire on the exact same spot. Slamming this into the mountain and killing it. This is dying on its own. There's Vec here. Ooh, you are webbed in the airfield, huh? That is not ideal, is it? No, sir. How do we deal with that exactly? What a nasty little scorpion you are. I suppose once you're unwebbed, you can get like here and pull this out of the web over there. And then things are pretty fine. We've only got the 3 scorpions to deal with. So I shoot you right here, and we'll have to make a note of whether this scorpion ends up on fire after getting pushed out of the burning tile. Man, I really like shooting right here, though, to hit both of these scorpions, but just this not being able to get unwebbed is a real bummer. It leaves this completely dead. Okay, interesting play here. We shoot this spot in the airfield. This takes a damage, but gets pushed free of the web. This gets pushed out of the bomb, but it comes down here, takes another damage, and blocks a spawn. So no net increase in how many enemies are here. And then you can throw this into the blast zone. So let's see, that's just a shot from you, right? Yeah, just a shot from you right in the middle of this. Freeze this, throws that onto a spawn, kills this scorpion. What do you do then? Maybe just stop this spawn. We've got enough turns for that to make some kind of sense, maybe. This thing will be dead. This will be at 1 HP. This will spawn on fire. Oh wait, you will be missing an HP from being pushed already. So that's not super nice. So what if I just fire on top of you and push this nerd back? We do get to learn about the fire. That might be worth sciencing, because I've been having that question a couple times now. It would also slam this into you, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it would happen. That is what would happen. You come up here and pull that out of harm's way. I guess we could... No, I couldn't throw it again, because if I throw it, it'll be up here and kill my gravity mech. Hold on. Yeah, if I throw this up here, it hits the gravity mech. I can't throw it this way because of this scorpion being right here. So I'm thinking I like bombing. I'm thinking I like blasting the middle of this to push this scorpion over and get you free. We do that. We throw you into the pile here. You get... I don't know, you might just sit there. I don't know what we're doing with you. I could move you up and pull that in there. That might be better, because I want the gravity mech along this line, really. I'm gonna go for it. Let's do the plan. You are not on the correct row for this. I apologize. Here you go, bud. And now I can just pull you in there. You're dead. Throw you in and you're dead. Seems fine by me. This at 1 HP, this on fire. This the only fresh enemy. Oh no! You got 2 XP this time. And then these got 3, so maybe it rotates or it's random or something. Okay. That seems nicer. Okay, we've got a Scion that spawned on fire. A dummy who ran straight into the airstrike again. 3 spawns coming in. A scorpion that I can just toss into a fire. Which is what should be done with all scorpions, in my opinion. When I'm president, that's how we will handle scorpions. The gastropod can't do anything. I can pull this scorpion back off of you. I could even run you down here and pull this scorpion over to make it kill the Scion. While blocking a spawn while I'm at it. That seems nice. So you come down here, pull the scorpion over, that's taken care of. You run down, block another spawn. You cannot block a spawn, so what do? You might just chill, honestly. You might just chill. Or you could be the one to push the scorpion. Setting it at 1 less HP and allowing this to repair itself. That seems nice. If I... No, that doesn't work, because the... Right. I was going to talk about pushing the Scion over here to block a spawn, but that does nothing. It will burn to death before it can block a spawn. Now a command, you can just click on your name. Like, I'll click on your name for you. I got you. Following since November 30th, 2014. That's a long-ass time. I'm glad you still come around. So I can bump here. I could push them in a couple of different directions. I'm not sure how much it really matters. I guess I like having them towards the center more. Too long, SMH. Get a life. I could... If I shell right here, they both die. I mean, this one doesn't die immediately, but I can, like, chuck it somewhere and it dies. You're dying. You could run down and stop a spawn and repair yourself. I like that. Or you could stop a spawn and pull this thing. But then, like, what are you doing? Right? I guess you run over here and repair it? 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't quite work. I mean, I'm not sure this turn matters all that much. Like, it seems pretty figured out, to be honest. I just put this here. This nerd's fucking dead. The Scion's fucking dead. Everything's dead. Run you down and repair you. That's not repair. There, repair yourself. You run down here. And you know what? You can throw that just for fun, I guess. No, don't. Don't do that. I don't want this tile on fire, I don't think. Just in case I want to be there for whatever reason. We'll go ahead and call this the end of the turn. You're not hitting that. Environment before enemy actions, you're not actually hitting that. I just had a small little moment of panic for no good reason. One enemy gets to spawn in, and we don't care. It's just nothing. It kills itself. It sees the futility of its efforts and just gives up. Okay. That's fine by me. I was playing Enter the... I didn't play a lot of Enter the Gungeon. It's on my list to give it another go, but I didn't play that game for very long. I don't think I ever even finished a single run of Enter the Gungeon. I still have the long hair. I'm just a bald VTuber avatar now. I mean, you're not supposed to give out my secrets like that, but yeah, there it is. I guess you just repair again for style points. Like, there's nothing else to do here. Is over. Get bombed, dummy. Clean sweep. Good job, Steel Judoka. Alright, I mean, we're still in it. We get that grid damage repaired. Very nicely. I could go for the relic preserves. I'm a bit wary of going into the corporate HQ. I think I'm still a bit of a fraidy cat here. So I might have to, I might save up even more energy before going in. Because this is my last level before the corporate HQ, and there's a decent chance that I'll take grid damage here. So if the next level, like if I go for Relic Preserves and it's nasty, and I take damage, then I go to the corporate HQ, I really can't take damage again. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna play it a little safer. I've got 5 points, which is nice. 6 will be pretty good. Do not kill the volatile Vec. Protect the coal plant. Kill at least 7 enemies and protect the power generators, tidal waves. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna take a quick break right now, though. So give me a second, then I'll... Alright. Oh, it's lunchtime. I feel like doing one more level, though. I got time. Yeah, we can squeeze in one more level. Let's do it. Get ready for the corporate HQ next time. Right, so tidal waves seems super doable with all the displacement stuff I've got. Pulling might not be super helpful for it, but... Defend the tanks. What kind of tanks do you have here? Can I see? They're push tanks. Honestly, might be really good. Up and running after I arrive? I don't know. What about this? This looks like a nice level. I can put my ranged units back here, have the judo mech running amok down here. I feel like we can do something with this, with the tidal waves especially. I'm gonna do the tidal wave level. Let's fucking go. Anvar's popcorn in an auto feeder. I love that. That's, you know what? He's probably picturing it now too. He's like, holy shit, that's the best idea I've ever heard. He's gonna build one now. Build himself a little automatic popcorn feeder. Oh, I love it. I don't know what to do with this fucking pole mech though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it down here to try and get it running along this bottom area. Because ranged enemies, pulling them this way, it's just not gonna do anything. I need to pull them this way. Ideally, I'd pull them into the ocean, but I'd have to be in the ocean to do that. So I think the pole mech is gonna be really bad on this level, unfortunately. Environment first. I believe the buildings withstand the tidal waves, so yeah, that's fine. So you're irrelevant. You're a mild nuisance. Artillery shot can't hit this tile next to me, unfortunately. I could run you back here and push these to the sides, which is kind of nice, I guess. This level actually really sucks. I have no idea how to deal with it. It's very bad. Shit, I should have had the siege mech down here as well. They both need to be off this way. This is disastrous. You might just sit here. You might have no choice but to just sit there. Maybe I use this to pull you down a tile so you can get over here. Yeah, we have no way. We have no defense at all against these guys hitting this. I can just shuffle them around and then they're hitting a different building or hitting the same building from a different distance. It's very ugly. You don't even attack before this thing and it has more HP than you deal damage anyway. So top priority is stopping this alpha gastropod. And I see basically no way whatsoever to do that. Yeah, I see no way whatsoever to stop that thing from obliterating 2 buildings. I'm glad I took the extra power, holy fuck. I'm apparently very bad at analyzing how difficult a level will be. Or maybe my starting placement is very bad, I don't know. I hadn't thought about that much either. You know what? If I can push this scorpion... God, if this tile was open, if I could just hit the siege mech from a tile further back... if I could get this thing out of the way, back here, then I could run you down, pull the alpha gastropod up, and I guess I would blow up the fucking power generator, so I suppose I don't want that, do I? So you push this backwards. You pull this one down. It's hitting a building then, but you know, these things happen. What's the order on these? The scorpion attacks first. And then you go 1, 2, 3, throw this alpha gastropod up here onto a spawn tile, and we lose 3 grid damage, basically. We take 3 grid damage because we don't protect the generator, and it's taking damage itself. I can't do that. Yeah, this is completely fucked already. Wait, I could tank with the gravity mech, I suppose. This is a really, really, really bad level. Like, I am looking at this turn, and it seems like it might be the worst turn I've ever had. This gastropod is untouchable on turn 1. I should not have played one more level before lunch. I'm gonna be here for like 4 hours. It'll be time for dinner by the time I'm done. Man, I hate how useless this fucking gravity mech is. It's really bad, like, a lot of the time. And I also hate that I can't throw this gastropod back here because the scarab's in the way. Okay, so let's say we pull this here. I could push the Scarab with the Siege Mech. Attack order still doesn't favor me there, unfortunately. I do have to deal with the Scarab as well. It's doing just as much damage as the Gastropod. They're both just as much of a threat as the other. So let's say I pull the Scarab here. Or let's say I push the Gastropod back here. And then I missile. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the answer. If there was a way to rotate enemies, oh baby. If I could make this Gastropod pull you somewhere else, ugh. I feel like I feel like I was onto something here with shuffling these around some weird way. Like, I can missile you... I would have to missile you to a side, I think, and then you're still hitting a building. Hitting two buildings, even. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck I can... Like, is there any way at all to deal with this Gastropod, or am I just taking massive damage this turn? How much damage am I taking this turn? 3? That's actually not as insane as it seems. It's just really hard to stop the bulk of it. So if I fire right here, this gets slammed into the building, but that's not actually a problem if it's going to be destroyed anyway. Which, you know, not a great thing to say, but it's true. So I fire a missile right here. This gets pushed back. This takes 2 damage, and then we'll take damage from this. So these buildings die. This gets pushed down here and does nothing. It just grapples up here where it's a lot easier to hit. And then the Scarab kills the Gastropod. So we lose 2 buildings. We kill the Gastropod. We stop this from hitting anything. The Scarab takes 1 damage, which isn't amazing. We set a thing on fire. No, we set nothing on fire, actually. Ema, are you gonna complain? You gonna come visit? You gonna come visit, Ema? No, you're just gonna sit on the bed and yell at me. That's fair. That's all anyone ever does. Man, so I do that. And then I maybe run you down here to pull this to the side. What does the Judo Mech do at that point? I really don't know. I guess... if I pull you down, and then the Judo Mech comes here, it could throw this Gastropod that way. Throw the Gastropod up here. And then when I missile this tile, my Judo Mech is safe. These still go as planned. This slams into the building. It takes 2 damage. The building gets blasted by the Gastropod. The Scarab kills the Gastropod. And then this Gastropod is up here, so it gets pushed onto that spawn tile. Stops the spawn. Deals the damage to this Scorpion. And is at 1 HP. I think that makes some sense. I don't like losing 2 buildings on turn 1. I don't like that one bit. But I'm having a really hard time imagining something better. What if I give up on everything but saving just this tile? Is there any conceivable way to save this tile? Because I'm not seeing it, honestly. Oh, right, I've seen ways that sacrifice this. Well, I can missile right here to throw you back. No, because that doesn't stop you. I would have to judo mech down here. And then I have to pull this out of the way. Yeah, it's just worse. I just sacrificed this tile, I think. Every time, I think this tile has to die, unfortunately. Those poor citizens. They did nothing wrong, but I am gonna definitely blow them up. So we start with the pull. We run you down here. And toss this motherfucker. Run you down here. Do the unthinkable. I realize now that this is going to damage a building, so I am not actually taking less damage this way. I may have had a better option. Because I'm taking 3 building damage now. And this is a fucking terrible turn. I'm actually getting really bad at this. I blew up the power plant too. Like that made things worse than if I had just clicked end turn, I think. If I just didn't do anything. Because it's so hard to plan it all out and remember where everything is going to be. Like I'm extremely bad. I can't actually like picture all the pieces moving around in my mind and keep track of it all. That's why I end up running through everything 10 times in a row. Is because I can't remember all that shit. There's always some little detail I'm forgetting, and I'm trying to make sure I catch it on at least one pass through the old thinker, but it's, yeah. Take a screenshot and move things around in MS Paint. Good idea. Very good idea. I should be taking notes, honestly. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, this judo mech probably just can't do anything. And that means this gastropod is still blowing up this city. A drawing mod. I mean, really, it's just like resetting the turn, right? That's just giving yourself more uses of the reset turn button. Because you have all the information to know what's going to happen when you play your turn. So what if I do all that shit? Alt is always pressed? I don't know what Alt even does. Oh. Huh. Okay then. Yeah, that does seem handy. Alright then. I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to use that much anyway. I'm pretty stumped. So, the best I've been able to do so far is 3 grid damage, which is what's already happening if I just click end turn now. That's not encouraging. I could pull this forward so that it shoots here. You know, I run this back, pull you forward so you miss. There's no point, because the fucking alpha gastropod always hits it. No matter where I push it, it hits things, and this just takes too many resources to free it up, only to end up blasting some shit through here and blowing up the power generator anyway. So I think the missile right here still makes some sense, probably. I just can't throw this nerd up to block a spawn. And then I can't pull you. I guess I could pull this into you just to deal a damage. But I kind of like this gastropod getting pulled up here, I think. I don't know, maybe I don't. Maybe I like keeping it back here. That also gives this gastropod a good chance of targeting my mech, which I think would be nice. And I do want this moving down in this direction a bit, because I think I'm going to want it down here. I think having it back here is pretty difficult. I don't know. This unit being on this row is a lot more manageable than the gravity mech being on this row, because the gravity mech just pulls everything into buildings. But this pushes in all 4 directions no matter where you're shooting from, so I guess that makes more sense. You can stay up here. I don't know, I probably shouldn't have spawned my judo mech here. I feel like that might be a lot of my problem, honestly. Can't I just reset that turn, please? And then if I want to pull you down, I can't push you any further. So yeah, if I just missile here, these 2 buildings die, but so does this. This building is saved. I'm not endangering anymore. And then I guess I run you down in front of this thing right here and pull this scorpion into this one for a wee bit of damage, which I'm not super proud of, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna take my sad turn and move along. And you're just gonna sit there, bud. Still webbed. Very sad. Ah, yes, you do take no damage from them, though. That armor is nice. Okay, you get blown up. They kill their own, yes, yes. Okay, thankfully I can just yeet the scarab into the ocean if I can get over there. Which would mean probably... I can pull this scorpion. You're attacking here, which is fine, I think. Pull the scorpion down. Missile here. I don't know about all this. I could also pull the scarab down to, where can you go? Yeah, you really need some help getting out of there, don't you? This is like the worst place for you ever. What was I thinking? I could really use some spawn blocking here, but I'm not sure that's going to go real well for me. I can move you out of the way and pull this down. It does stop all the damage you're doing, and it completely blocks a spawn. That keeps that creature from ever coming in. You know what? Let's do some... Let's do 2 spawn blocks even, maybe. Then this takes damage, though. We don't like that. Unless you can stop it? Can you stop it? If you just stay where you are and throw this back... Oh, interesting. The buildings actually block stuff behind them from being eroded as well. I didn't realize that at first. I wonder if that would still happen if the buildings had been destroyed already. That's another interesting thought. Like if I had let this building fall somehow, would the tidal wave have swept over this tile and then be sweeping over this tile? Could you ever use that to your advantage? Probably in very, very rare situations. So I could also move you right here, shoot my judo mech, doing a damage to that. I can yeet the scorpion into the sea, and then I can just pull this downward, block a spawn, and not do anything with it. That seems like an okay turn to me. Attack order. That scorpion is still going very early. I hate how late the scarab is. I could yeet this. You know, if I shoot a missile here... Well, I yeet this first. I shoot a missile here. This is dead to the water. And then this gets hit and slams into here. So this is at 1 HP. But then this gets caught on fire. So it takes a damage from the missile. It takes a damage from slamming into this. And then it'll take a damage from fire. So this is dead. This is dead. That's a double kill if I do that. Throw you. Missile here. Double kill. And I can even do the missile there from over here. So I could block a spawn in the process. And then you could just run up. The problem is that I'm not dealing with the scarab here. So I was going to say you could run up and block a spawn and just repair yourself. But the scarab must be dealt with. Yeah, scarab's got to be dealt with, unfortunately. So... you stay right here and shoot this tile. You have yeeted this. So this is dead, this is dead. You run over here, pull the scarab down. It blocks a spawn. This remains with 1 HP. The scarab remains with 4 because it regens. And one other thing spawns. I think I can live with that turn. One more time. Yeet this. Missile here. You're dead. You're dead. Then... or is it... I still don't know how fire works on like when the enemy gets pushed out of the fire by the missile. I still don't know if they burn. But I guess we don't need to know, because this is not going to be... This is not on a forest tile, so it's going to be at 1 HP safely. So, yeet this. Push this into the water, push this into here. You're dead, you're dead. You run over here, pull the scarab down, block a spawn. You miss the thing. Yeah. I think it all makes sense. Have fun being dead, dummy. I don't believe the Scion will die to the water. Like, I know it doesn't normally, so I don't think the tile changing is an auto kill. I think it literally just changes into water. So you're dead. You're dead. Yeah. That's fine and dandy, if you ask me. When does the regeneration happen? Why do you have 3 HP instead of 4? You were already at 4. Oh, this is not regen. This is just plus 1 HP. Okay, I see. Well, my mistake then. You are throwing away your final turn, as are you. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's a strange decision, but I'm not complaining. I can't quite get far enough down to kill this. Unless I pull you. Throwing this into the fire doesn't do the trick. So I could run you over here. Use this to pull you down a tile. Throw the gastropod up into the water. And then I can missile here to push this into the water. And the Scion lives. I'm fine with that. The Scion can stick around and be worthless. Boop. Have fun being dead, dummy. So I think I only lost 2 HP that level. Yeah. Could have been worse. Lost 2, gained 2. Oh, I didn't kill 7 enemies. I guess because I blocked spawns? Like, I only had 1 enemy left. Fuck. I'm really bad about just forgetting the bonus objectives lately. I remember that happening a lot when I was playing the other day as well. +1 move per Vec killed in a battle. Ah yes, you love to see that. Does not die when their mech is defeated. Okay, you love to see that too, honestly. And I think I am actually going to stop here. I want to do the corporate HQ, but I need to eat lunch and go about my day. It's a very short stream today.